The charge d'affaires of the People's Republic of China's embassy here in Suva, Mr. Guo, the president of the Chinese Association, Mr. Jenny Siegel, members of the Chinese community in Fiji, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Very good morning to you all. Ni hao, and a Happy New Year to everyone. My wife and I are deeply honored to join you today to celebrate the Chinese New Year. I would like to thank you most sincerely for kindly inviting us, especially the first 3 months since I was elected as president of our beloved nation, Fiji. I am advised that the Chinese New Year is the most important event in the Chinese calendar. It is an age-old tradition where Chinese people all over the world celebrate the beginning of a new year. I am further advised that the Chinese New Year is based on the ancient Chinese lunar calendar, which has a cycle of 12 years, and that each of these years is characterized by the elements of the Chinese zodiac, including the rat, the ox, the tiger, the rabbit, the dragon, the snake, the horse, the sheep, this year the monkey, the rooster, the dog, and the pig. This year is the year of the monkey, the 9th animal in the cycle. The year began on the 8th of February, as you've heard. Empirical research of the animal kingdom revealed that the monkey is among the most intelligent of animals. They have characteristics that are quite similar to human beings. One particular study says that the chimpanzee has genomes or DNA and genes that are about 98% identical with humans. Apart from the monkey, a few other animals in the Chinese zodiac have been scientifically proven to be among the most intelligent animals in the world. I note His Excellency the Emperor's statement on Monday the 8th of February that the year of the monkey symbolizes vigor, vitality, and accomplishment. My local Chinese friends and that the year of the monkey is predicted to be a year of change, especially in terms of financial matters. There may be many risks, but accomplishments can be achieved with persistent personal efforts. In China, today's event also is known as the Spring Festival. It marks the beginning of spring at the end of the cold winter. People will have several days off work to celebrate. Home and family will be the focus, and there will be feasting on special foods and special celebrations as people carry out the many customs and traditions associated with the New Year. I am most pleased to note that the most important tradition for the Chinese New Year is being with the family. Millions of Chinese people will go to great lengths to travel home to be with their family.
春节亦是阖家团圆的日子。成千上万的人会不远千里回家过年。
In fact, it is said that the largest annual movement of people occurs during the Chinese New Year period, and it is estimated that this movement involves more than 700 million people each year. Festivities will last for about 15 days and end with the Lantern Festival. These customs and traditions have been transported all over the world, and the Chinese New Year is celebrated wherever there is a Chinese diaspora. Here in Fiji, the Chinese New Year festival is celebrated widely and is now very much part of our life. Chinese people have settled in Fiji for more than 160 years. The Chinese community has contributed so much to the development of Fiji as a nation in many fields, including business, education, and the professions. Their contributions have been immense. They have integrated well into the Fijian society and live harmoniously with all. They have set a very good example. Chinese have brought with them many traditions and customs that have influenced the general society in Fiji. Chinese performance are always part of the national and cultural events in Fiji, and the celebration of the Chinese New Year, including the special dinners, social gatherings, lighting of firecrackers, the lion dance, which is just at the beginning of the ceremony, among others, are among the rich traditions that have been adopted across Fijian society. Last year marked the 40th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between Fiji and the People's Republic of China. Our relationship with China is a very close and special. Fiji has benefited significantly from this unique relationship in terms of the many development projects that are being carried out in Fiji with assistance from China, and increasing trade and people-to-people contacts between our two countries. The relationship between our two countries has and continues to be strengthened when China's President, His Excellency Xi Jinping, made a historic state visit to Fiji in November of 2014. His Excellency Jinping signed several memorandums of understanding covering a wide range of areas of further collaboration. Given China's ever-growing position in the international society of states and its remarkable socio-economic advancements, it is only logical for developing countries like Fiji to look north and cultivate a relationship that is mutually beneficial to both countries. I have every confidence that the benefits from the strengthening of diplomatic relations with China will trickle down to all the people of Fiji. On this note, I'm happy to share with you my distinct pleasure and honor of welcoming to Fiji the first plane load of tourists that was chartered by our leading tourism company, Rosie Holidays, and this took place on the Tuesday, the 2nd of February, when the first privately chartered flight from Beijing arrived in Nandi with 700 Chinese tourists. Mr. Dixon Sitter will also explain to us, tourism is our top foreign exchange owner and is our #1 industry here in Fiji, and we are grateful that more people from China are willing to come to Fiji as their preferred tourism destination and experience. I'm also aware of a recent analysis by international relations experts that in the next 5 years, up to 2020, over 1 billion people in Asia will have made the transition from low-income earners in the middle and high-income earners category. They will have a disposable income. The good news is that the majority of people in this category are in China. Ladies and gentlemen, as we celebrate the Chinese New Year, please allow me to digress a little bit to convey a message that is of national concern. I do this in my additional capacity as Fiji's lead advocate in creating greater awareness about non-communicable diseases, or NCDs. NCDs are creating havoc in Fiji and the Pacific. NCDs amount to about 80% of deaths here in Fiji. This is an alarming phenomenon which I believe must be addressed and stop. Medical experts keep telling us that NCDs are caused by changing lifestyles, but more importantly, by poor choices in our eating habits and a lack of physical activity. In fact, my message about NCDs is that we must make every effort to reduce NCDs so that all our people can live longer and healthier lives. All the resources that are normally used to treat NCDs are diverted to better use, such as improving our national infrastructure, our education system, and the quality of life in general. I'm personally pleased that I don't have to go reminding people about my NCD message today, because the Chinese are known to live much longer and to enjoy a healthier and more peaceful retirement compared to other races. I think that in addition to your cultural practices and your contributions to national development through business, education, and the profession, there is another very important contribution that you can make to Fiji, and that is to share your secret for a long and happy life to all of us. All Fijians and Fiji as a nation would be the better for this. Ladies and gentlemen, let me conclude by thanking each and every one of you who kindly invited my wife and I wish you a very happy and prosperous New Year. Sunyan Khoi Lok and Kam Hei Phut Chui, Jinyan Khoi Le and Gom Si Phut Chak. Thank you.